everyone. Ohio Backroads here. It's late April here. Uh, Took a short ride today. I'm about 2 weeks post out of the hospital. Spent 4 days in the hospital. I'm okay. I had a little medical scare. I'm okay. I got some things to take care of, but I'm good. But want to get out and take a ride, see how I felt. I think it's a little too soon. I'm gonna park the bike and wait till I get stronger. I just want to see how I felt. Got a little cabin fever, but man, I'll tell you what. This is the first time I've ever really spent any time in the hospital. I've had procedures and outpatient, but man, this whole medical thing's new to me, and it's really opened up my eyes at the cost of medical. And I know it takes money for them to do the facilities and the staffing and the nursing and all the great care that I got. That was no complaint at all. I mean, I felt that the Cincinnati hospitals are some of the best in the country, and no complaint. But the thing is the cost. I do have insurance, but I am gonna have to open up my wallet, and it's gonna hurt. And I have a Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I downloaded their Cigna app, their Anthem app, and I'm seeing what the bills that's coming in from the hospital, and I'm seeing what the insurance company is negotiating on the price of that particular coded procedure, and it is just overwhelming and ridiculous. Some things, like I had one bill that was $30,000. The insurance company got it down to 8,500. How can it go from 30,000 to 8,500? And the hospital, I guess they're going to accept that. That's just for one. I ain't even got the doctor bills in yet. Everything from a short ambulance ride, $3,000. The insurance company negotiated down to $736. What happens if you ain't got medical insurance? What do you do? Who negotiates for you? What about these people that's working just to survive? Um, I don't know how good the Obama insurance is, but this has been an eye opener for me. Um, it's it's a scary thing, to be in the hospital and then worried about the bills and what lays ahead of you, what the future holds for you. Um, Not want to get into it too much. It's just it scared me. It's opened up my eyes, and the thing is that we need to make changes before we have to. Um, like I said, I'm not going to go into details of what was going on with me, but I spent 4 days in the hospital, and I got some things to take care of, but I'm good. I'm good. It's uh, it's good to be out on the bike, but it's too soon. I just ain't got enough strength. I'm weak. I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna park it. I don't feel confident. I ain't got the body strength yet to hold it up. So I can hold it up, but I'm wobbly. I just rode it to the gas station as far as I went. Um, for Saturday, I thought the parks would be full. It's about 80 degrees here in this part of Ohio. It's pretty, but we've had a cool spring, very mild winter. We've really not had a winter in 2 years, but we do now. So, and again, I'm gonna take this thing home. Probably gonna put some Staybill in it. It'll probably be a while before I ride again. I should have never got out on it. About the first 3 or 4 miles going to the gas station, I knew I shouldn't have been out. But a little wind therapy helps. But we got to be realistic, and I shouldn't be on the road. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Just this little short ride. But hope everybody's had a good spring and got their bikes out and their maintenance done and get them up to having your bike road ready. And the thing is, we say get our bikes road ready. Why don't they get the roads to where the roads are ready for the bikes? There's potholes that I've seen this spring that didn't exist last year that I know would bust a tire on that bike. Would absolutely bust a tire. Some of these potholes are just huge. So yeah, they want you to have your stuff, ready, road ready. Want to get the roads ready for the bikes and semi trucks and everything else that's paying the taxes for these roads. I heard they sent a lot more money over to Ukraine. Our infrastructure here and our medical system here in the United States could use that money. I know I could sure use some of that to pay my medical bills or some relief, but I know I ain't going to get it. You can't draw blood from a rock. They're going to get what they're going to get. And if they don't work with me, they won't get paid at all. That's just the way I look at it. I'll use that circular file cabinet, a trash can. But I believe in paying my bills. I always have, and I will. But I want the same opportunities that other people have about making good on these medical bills that everybody else gets. Got nothing given to me or nothing written off. But I'm telling you one thing right now. If when all these bills come in, I'm going to total them up. And I'm going to get a hold of the providers and I'm going to say, look, this is what we're going to do. I've heard, and again, this is all new to me. I heard if you could usually get 10 to 20% off the final cost on your copay that you got to pay. But and again, I don't know. But if they won't work with me, they get nothing at all. So I'll just spend the money on an attorney, and it'd be way cheaper than dealing with these providers. Like I said, I'm not complaining about not paying my bills. I'll pay my bills, but I expect them to work with me a little bit. So when they all come in, I'm tracking this very carefully. So when these bills come in, I'm gonna as order as they come in, I'm gonna prioritize the ones that I want to deal with, and I'm just gonna call them up. I'm gonna keep detailed notes, who I spoke to, the time. And if they won't work with me, I'll just say, send it to collections. And then I go to collections, I'll save money. I'll just hire me an attorney. Lord knows if we go to collections court, I'll win every time. I've had to deal with those people before on other medical stuff, not for me, though. So like I said, it's I'll pay my bills. I acquired them. I went in the hospital. I got the bills, and I'll deal with it. But again, I want the same opportunities given to me that a lot of other people in this country are getting. I don't want nothing for free. I just want a fair shake. I want it to be fair and equitable for me. It's getting ridiculous. It's like let's attack the middle class, working class people. Let's tax them out. Let's tax them to death. My property taxes when I originally moved in my house was $1,400 a year. My property taxes with my school taxes creeping up on $5,500. And again, this is not a rant about that. I just want to let everybody know, if you do anything to watch your health, hey, I encourage it. I know a YouTuber I really like and watch a lot, and that's Preacher Moto Man. I seen he was doing a sardine fast. Kind of looked into that a little bit. Not for me, because I can't eat sardines. And this is not a bedside rant saying, because I had a scare that I'm going to get on a health kick. No. That's not what it is. It was a concern. I don't want to go back in there. Very nice people, the best of care. But I don't want to go back in there. I want to just try to do one small change. Anything that can help me out in the long run, I'll do it. And I encourage everybody else to. Whether it's, cut back 2 beers a week, or push away from that table, or do what else you could do to get healthy. And again, this is not a bedside rant, but when I was in that hospital, I was really contemplating whether I'd ride again, because, if you have a motorcycle wreck, even a minor one, I could wind up back in there. And a lot of emotions are going through your head. you got a lot of emotions going through your head when you're laying in there and not knowing what the outcome's going to be. But it's it is what it is, and up to me. Sometimes you get signs that something ain't right. I ain't been feeling good since December. Like I said, I had a bout with pneumonia and couldn't get over it, and some other stuff going on. And like I said, this ain't about the about me and my little medical scare. I'm just saying, um, I can't ride and talk because I'm a little weak right now. The wind's blowing here hard in Ohio too, and I'm out in a very rural area. And when I get out where all the open fields are, I get blown around pretty hard. It's just wearing me out. So, and again, if anybody's going to be riding, be safe out there and enjoy yourself and uh, you know put your friends and family and make sure you uh, just tighten up those loose ends. You know, I could say one thing. When I was in that hospital, I realized the worst sickness I ever had in my life, and it wasn't what I was dealing with at the time. It was homesickness. When I get to go home, homesickness is a bad thing. There ain't no medicine can cure it. I've been in my home a long time, and I've been in that home longer than the one I grew up in. So it means a lot to me. And when I pulled out of that driveway that morning before I went in the hospital, I just assumed I'd always see it and come back to it. That's not always the case. Just like I said, I was homesick. I was in that hospital. I told them, I said, man, I'd like to go home. I'll do anything you want me to do. Just let me go home. And they got me good. So I went home, and man, when I pulled in that driveway, I didn't know what that place meant to me. And my home ain't much, but it's mine. Whether it's a mansion on a hill or a cabin in the woods, it's home. Don't take it for granted. Don't take your health for granted. Like I said, this is not. I ain't ranting. I'm just talking. I don't feel like riding. I don't feel like working in the yard. I don't golf. I'm gonna go home and go to bed. I'm gonna rest up right here and try to work my way back home. Um, and again, everybody be safe. Drop me a comment. Let me know what if you got any good up and coming bike trips coming up, bike plans, bike ride. Are you looking at a different bike? Let me know what you're looking at. I'm always here. I'm more excited to see somebody get something new than me. It's enjoy yourself and be safe, everyone. This is Ohio Back Roads with a Creekside chat. And again, everyone, be safe and keep the rubber side down. No place like home. Put your trailer on it. Hook it up. You get it? I'll help you. I'll help you. Go ahead. Yeah. Come on. Turn it on. Go. Come on.